Hi, I just wanted to tell everybody thank you so much from Brian and I and from Goodness Gracious Ministries for the prayers and the support and everything you guys have done for us. I just wanted to share a little story. I was going to type this up and I thought this is way too long to for anybody to sit and read, so I thought I'd make a little video. We had handed out lunches one day that the kids from the school had packed, and we stopped and found the sweetest little couple. They're friends. They're not really a couple. It was a 30-some-year-old man and a 60-year-old lady, and he really takes care of her. They've been living on the street for about a year and a half. He's a disabled vet. We gave them lunches, and we said, they're like, oh, thank you so much. We are so hungry. And we said, would you like some more? And they said, no, this is enough. Thank you. And it just really stuck with me because, you know, they're on the street. They don't know when their next meal is coming from, and they didn't want more. They said no. So we had driven by a couple more times. I told Brian, I said, why didn't we get their names, find out where they lived? You know, we were just at the end of our handing out that day. And, you know, it was just one of those things that I was like, why in the world did we not find out where they are, dig a little bit deeper? So Brian had driven by a couple more times where we saw them and couldn't find them. Well, Wednesday we were heading up to the homeless ministry that we help with. We had cooked a couple of turkeys and taking those up to serve a big dinner in the park. And we drove down the road and we found them. So we were so excited. We pulled over. We gave them some Lunchables and things that they could hold on to. And we sat and visited with them for a little bit, and they asked if we had a blanket. It was supposed to be 35 degrees in Vegas that night. Yeah, I thought it was supposed to be warmer here, but it was 35 degrees that night. And I had already handed out blankets that we had a few days before. So we told them that we were going to go up to the homeless ministry in the park and that we would come back in about an hour and a half and bring them a turkey dinner. So we went up to the park. It was an amazing night with a bunch of very grateful people. Had plenty of food, so we packed up a big tin foil pan, enough to feed this couple, and we stopped at Walmart and grabbed some blankets and comforters that we could find. And so we drove over and we found him still sitting on the corner on the curb, and we flipped over a box, made it like a little dining room table, set up a turkey dinner for him, and just sat there at 9 o'clock at night on the corner. We prayed with them, and the lady looked at me and she said, does he forgive me? And I said, yes. And she said, every day, every time. And I said, yes. You know, instantly he forgives you. And I said, for whatever you've done. And she said, well, I haven't done anything bad. She's like, but I don't do everything right. And I said, none of us do. And she just kept saying, I'm not worthy, I'm not worthy. And I kept telling her she is, that, you know, God sent his son to die for us, and we are not worthy, but we're worthy because we're his child, or his children. And I told her if I had to come back every single day and tell her how worthy she is, I was going to do that. So, you know, we prayed together. A couple of times she kept saying, oh, goodness gracious. And she had no idea, you know, what our ministry's name was. So when I told her, she just started crying. You know, it was just so cute. So, you know, we gave them the blankets, we gave them the food. I told them that they really touched our hearts, because when we handed out the food and we asked if they wanted more, they said no. And the gentleman, Larry, he said, you know, you never take more than what you need. You only take what you need. And they were just so sweet, and they were so thankful. So, you know, we told them we're trying to get this food truck up and running and up to code in Vegas, and that we wanted to be able to come and serve warm food and share a sermon with them, you know, just share the gospel, sit down and just have time to talk with them, not just drive by, hand out, you know, sack lunches and things to sustain them. But it just really made me realize that if you don't have food and the just necessary things to survive, warmth, how can you feel worthy? How can you feel loved? And that's just our main goal for our ministry, is to let people know how loved they are. And, you know, just, I mean, these guys knew Jesus, but it was just so hard for them to understand when you're living like that, you know. So that's our goal of our ministry. We really, really want to get out there and be able to do the warm food and the time with them, and just go back with the same people all the time and get them the help that they need. And you know, if they want to get off the streets, that we want to be able to help them. So I just wanted to share that little story, and I just want to thank you guys for giving us the opportunity to be able to go buy blankets. And you know, our need is we still need around $3,000 to get the truck up to code, and then we're going to need monthly funds to buy the food, you know, and to get out there, and the gas, because it takes a little bit of gas to pull that thing around. So anyway, if you guys, end of the year donations, we are tax deductible. We're doing our Giving Tuesday this Tuesday, and I've added the website, our website on there. It's just super easy. We'd love to have you out on a mission trip, or you know, my Las Vegas friends, if you want to come in and just help us serve as often as we can. So just wanted to thank you guys and wish everybody a great Thanksgiving weekend and the Christmas holidays coming up this whole month. So excited. So we love you guys and we thank you so much.